I stay at home in a day like this? Yeah, finally, Waregem. I'm visiting at this, the city that's like next to mine. Oh, this is already East Flanders, by the way. And it kind of looks like a big city, like a major city, you know what I mean? These tall ass buildings and shit. Yeah, there are quite a few tall buildings around here. More than on my hometown, even though that's changing because they are building a couple of few. On that bus, I was looking like almost looking like a Terminator at that bitch when I was looking at my reflection. There's a big ass drop here. Yeah, I'm a bit too distracted. Hold up. Pay attention to the traffic. I started crossing the street and there were back a bunch of bikes. But luckily they did not ride it in my way. Because I'm a bit distracted for some reason. It's not like me. I'm usually very alert. I guess it's because it's so calm. Yeah, this is what they call like on Plus the Roodmarkt. But it doesn't look that big, to be honest. I like the ones where everything is like, it's nearly a perfect square and there's nothing like in the middle. But it's fine, I guess. I might get copyrighted for that, but I don't care. Oh, they got open panels. Good. Now I know where to get my 4 o'clock lunch. I think the British call it tea time. This is around 4 o'clock, I guess, 4:50. But since it's Sunday today, most stuff is closed. By the way, Waregem is a medium-sized city, but it has its own district. So anything administrative stuff that you gotta do, you come here. You don't go to like Courtrai or Ghent. Well, that depends on what it is, but when you live in a district of a certain city, the pretty major administrative things, you gotta do them in the city on which district you live in. In this case, if you live in a city that belongs to the district of Waregem, you gotta come here to do your stuff, whatever it is. By the way, I just got here like 15 minutes ago, and I'm already like liking it. Looks more impressive than my hometown, to be honest. Also, Waregem and Danes, they like hate each other. Let's say they're like competitive. I'm pretty sure it's a football thing, because both they have their own club. And Waregem trying to one up Danes. They built a stadium. Yep, they have a stadium in this bitch. For a medium-sized city, I guess it's fine. But Waregem already one ups Danes by having its own district and shit. Danes is part of the district of Ghent, so it's pretty much on with a major city. My brother has a couple of friends that live here. I think most of his friends live here. He also wants us to move here. This is one place he doesn't mind moving to. I mean, I can see why. There's a cinema. They have a cinema here, a stadium, and almost major city vibes. And it's not far from Courtrai, it's not far from Ghent. Ghent is just like I don't know, 30 car minutes? No, probably more. Or around that. Let's say around 35 minutes. And Courtrai is like 20 minutes from here, or even less. But yeah, my hometown is pretty boring compared to this one. If you live there for a long ass time like I did. This is absolutely gorgeous. fuck is this noise? Are these frogs? Alright, they stopped. Probably because I stopped. But what's making these noises? Frogs? Of course, those kids are harassing the poor things. But whatever was making that noises, it's either a toad, frog, or salamanders. Some kind of amphibious animal. But the kids are starting to harass them. Maybe they should quiet down a little bit so they can leave them the fuck alone. Can I walk here? Yeah, I can. There's a path thing. Yeah, frogs are cute. I used to think they were kind of gross, but they're cute actually. Amphibians. Although I never dared to pick one, but yeah, they're pretty cute making those noises. I didn't see them. I cannot see them. I wasn't able to spot one. But one of the kids grabbed one of them shits. But if you know what kind of amphibian that is, you tell me. Pretty sure somebody's gonna stumble on this video and know about it. Today I was going to La Louvrière, but I fell asleep because I went to bed at 2 fucking a.m. in the morning because I was waiting for my battery pack to charge, and that motherfucker was taking too long. So when it finished, I noticed it was 2 a.m. I say, okay, I'm gonna try to go somewhere else tomorrow, but I fell asleep until like 10. Almost near the station. That's the place where I usually start my video vlogs whenever I visit some place, but not today. But yeah, I wanted to check those funny looking apartments. That's why I stopped there, but I ended up not going there. But yeah, I can just go there to the station and then turn there and follow the ring road. Because there is like a Waregem, the center, the main area is like surrounded by a ring. Usually cities, European cities like this have like a big ring around them, and then outside another bigger ring. Waregem just has one that surrounds the main area of the city. But there's like some places that are within this, inside the ring road, that look more like suburban areas. like that are outside of the center, like tiny house and lots of trees and shit. That's what I find odd. Something I noticed a while ago, Waregem only has 2 platforms. The station only has 2 platforms. That's kind of pathetic. We have 5. I mean, I guess the less platforms is better. It's like less distance to run. But still, it's like Tilt, pretty much. Tilt also has two platforms, and that's it. I thought it had more than that. But yeah, it don't mean because your city has a district, it doesn't mean it has a big station. And y'all notice how sunny it was a couple of minutes ago? Well, for y'all it was a couple of minutes ago, if you've been watching the video from the start. How cloudy it fucking got. Are you serious? Now that I decided to get my ass outside, it's starting to get cloudy and shit. It's fucked up. But yeah, that's one thing my hometown wins in. Our station is bigger, and we have more platforms. That means our destinations are like, it has pretty diverse destinations, and Waregem probably has let's say 2 train lines. We have like, well, if we have 5 platforms, 10? No, hell no, we don't have no damn 10 lines in that bitch. Nah, I'm kidding. But I guess we have like, we have the Pan line, the sometimes Bruges line, when it decides to appear. Alright, let me see where the fuck I gotta turn to go see the apartments. I swear to God, it better not fucking rain. Because they said it was only gonna rain tonight. But you know, I don't have much faith on the weather apps, on weather anything that tries to predict the weather and doesn't predict it. This apartment is kind of similar to mine. And this is the hospital, I assume, because it kind of looks like it. It looks pretty old. That's already a win for my hometown, because our hospital has been renovated and expanded. There's another church there. Maybe I should go see what that is. Oh, this is not a hospital. I'm stupid. This is a campus, a school. You know, a teaching center, whatever it's labeled on Google Maps. Is it like a university or something? Okay, that's not a hospital. I was wrong on that. Oh dear. I just remembered what I did before I came here. I saw a bus approaching and I signaled it to stop. But then I saw that it was a no service bus because he wasn't slowing down. I was like, what the fuck? Is this motherfucker gonna skip me just because I'm one person? Because, you know, they can do that sometimes. That happened to me like once. Yeah, that was fucked up. But anyways, I saw that it said no service, no geen dienst. If it says geen dienst to GD, it's out of service. It's not gonna pick you up. And I feel very dumb because I didn't notice. Because it was coming at like around the same time that my bus was supposed to be coming. So that's why I didn't pay much attention to it. I just saw a bus approaching and I assumed that it was mine. It's pretty quiet. I guess because Sunday, but it's very quiet. If I went to Antwerp now, it wouldn't be this quiet. You know, that's a city that's always on the move. Being a major city and all. Same thing for Ghent. Also packed with tourists and shit. Fucking tourists are ruining everything. It's getting overcrowded everywhere. And it's all because of this Instagram, social media shit. Well, I guess I'm not helping, but I just want to show the beauty of these places. That's all I want to do. And yes, the purpose is also to make people visit them, but not in waves. Like, I just want to show the beauty of these places. But I'm pretty sure not a pack of tourists is gonna be coming to Waregem anytime soon, just because of me. But I'm pretty sure if I was like a major YouTuber, like Mr. Beast or some shit, and I said to people to come here, you know, I asked people to like come tourists around here, it would probably be packed. By the way, this is the ring road I was talking about. That's what's beyond that, that's outside, and here is inside. Yeah, this is like the obvious ring road that goes on a loop. You know, can pretty much go on a loop around this road if you want to, if you got time like that to waste. I don't know why one would do that, unless it is to do something illegal, which I'm not condemning. Wait, is it I condemn it or not condemn it? Like, I don't want people to do that. Don't do that. I just saw a poster about Pink Floyd. I guess he's going to perform in Ghent. And the poster had like the cover of the album with the rainbow and the triangle, which I bought the remastered version. Any albums that are like pre 1982, I'm gonna try to buy them, the remastered versions, because they might sound better. I mean, some remasters are horrible, but you know, just do your research. Usually the most up to date, the most recent one are good. And those Pink Floyd albums I got are reissues of 2016 based on the 2011 remasters, which were well appraised by everybody. You know, people say that it's good, and you know what? It actually sounds good. Yeah, this is what the ring road looks like. Look at this giant ass, big ass apartment. God damn. What the fuck was that? I wanted to say good lord as at the same time as goddamn, and then it mixed into god lamb. What the fuck was that? Anyways, we ain't got no big ass apartments like this where I live. They're usually like very tiny. Well, they can be a bit tall like this, but not, well, not exactly this tall. Just like a couple, like 3 floors below this one, but then they don't stretch out like this. Like that's a big ass apartment. Good lord. Would my mom live here? I don't know. I mean, she would probably live on the middle lower floors, but not on the very last one. Probably not. But I bet you have a sick view from there. I mean, I was gonna say I could try to sneak in and try to go to the roof, but I don't know how legal that is. This actually resembles the apartment me and my mom and my sister stayed at in the summer of 2022 in the coast. Residency. Yeah, it was also a big ass apartment like this. But yeah, you cannot like go in because there's a keypad thing that you gotta to buzz you in, you know. There's the stadium I told you all about. Oh shit, they have one of these. This is actually cool, like you slide around here outside the pool area and shit, the building, and I hear motherfuckers in there. Yeah, it's definitely open, and there's motherfuckers sliding down there, but it's cool how it's like outside. And at the same time kind of scary. What if that shit breaks and you fall outside? Then you got your old shit, all your shit full of grass and shit. I think my brother said that they renovated the stadium because it looks kind of old on the inside, but then there's this outside work. I'm guessing this is gonna be a quick vlog, one of them quick vlogs, because I'm going home soon. They say their Waregem Expo is 300 meters away from here. I don't know if I would live in one of these crazy ass looking apartments. Look how odd they look. Wow. This is what I call amazing engineering, but I wonder with time if it's still gonna be looking good with that. Look at that shit. It's like, see, don't these look like it's gonna fall off? These like panel bricks are gonna start falling off in the future. I mean, I know we're not in China, but you know, one little mistake with one of these shits, and with time it could like degrade and fall, and then get somebody in the head. That would not be a pretty sight. There's an elevator on the outside. I wonder if you can go to the roof. That would be cool. Sneaking in on these new apartments. Go to the roof. But you probably need a key. Yeah, you need a key. Because, you know, not everybody's would be allowed to go inside that shit. This whole geometry is fucking with me. Look how square and sharp everything looks on the corners. Like, you literally need to pull your neck extra backwards in order to see the rest of the shit. Alright, that's a hotel. They have a hotel around here. That's something we don't really have. We had like an inn sort of thing in things, but that motherfucker closed down because I think COVID. And the lady had to close the inn. You know, it was like sort of a house with rooms where you could stay in, things like that. Not exactly a hotel. Yeah, I'm gonna be heading home because there's a bus at 16:27, and on Sunday there's like a bus every 1 hour. But yeah, this city is gorgeous. I love it. I probably will have to come back here and do a proper visit. I did this more to just walk because I don't want to walk around my hometown. It's boring. I already know everything that's going on. And you know, since I might live here in the near future, I'll have more time to explore it and shit. Well, we don't know yet, but we've been trying to get to live here. My brother would really love to. But yeah, I'm gonna head to the bus stop. I have like 20 some minutes, and the bus stop is like there. I already see it, but I just gotta check what side, because I'm not really aware of the direction. I don't know if Danes is the way these cars are heading or this way, but I think it's that way. Pretty sure of it. You know, one day when I'm bored again, I might come back here, you know, explore a bit. Some more neighborhoods and shit. But it is a dope city. It is a place that is using its potential, I feel like, you know. Look at this shit. We don't have this in Danes. Well, we probably do, but maybe in some other neighborhoods or suburbs, but you know, Danes is actually, I think it's bigger than Waregem in terms of its, you know, the municipality region that includes the suburbs, cities, and little villages around it. And since we merged with Nevele, it became even bigger. There's like a whole bus station here. Cool. You know, I would live in one of these apartments. They look dope. You know, brand new, and you know, they don't look too crazy or not too tall for my mom, because my mom would flip. She wouldn't go outside. She would lock all the windows and shit. She'd be terrified. My mom is what's the fear of heights? I forgot. I used to know the name, but now I don't recall it anymore. Shit. Well, she also has claustrophobia, fear of tight spaces. Waregem station. Okay, so I guess I gotta move to the other side. Zorg campus, that's where I left. Yeah, I left here, I remember now. And I had a bunch of Muslim bitches behind me. Now I remember. Look at this shit. Now this don't make no damn sense. I don't understand why they make these stops facing here instead of the road. Hey, you can't see the bus from this angle, but fuck. But oh, look, here are the timetable. So if I miss this bus, I will have to wait another hour. Not that I would complain, but I want to eat my mom's pie. She made a strawberry pie for tea time, and I want to eat that. Man, knowing how fat I am, you know I want to eat everything. Dissing myself. But yeah, you gotta make fun of yourself. I'm fat. That's a fact. Look at this shit. You know, I'm fat. That's my fault. Live with it. Well, not really. I can lose weight, but if somebody makes fun of me because of my weight, you know, that's my fault. Live with it. That's what I mean. And don't go with that fat shaming shit. Fat phobia. What the fuck is a fat phobia, man? Fat phobia would be categorized as being afraid of fat people. How is one afraid of fat people? Like, would they be afraid if I fall on them and suffocate them? Somebody fat like falls on you and you be suffocated? Or maybe already somebody has fallen on your ass and you almost suffocated and now you're fat phobic. You're afraid of fat people. They're gonna crush you or something. That's an hilarious way to die, but morbid but hilarious. Here and the motherfucker is 7 minutes late. Also, all these stops are for the same bus liners. Oh, the motherfucker's gonna be late. I'm not gonna be home in time for the tea time and the strawberry pie. I'm gonna have to eat it at 5 or 6:54. I prefer to do the tea time at 6:30 or start 16. Not 6, 16. 4 o'clock. Why am I always confusing this shit?